Hey, everybody. It took me a minute to click the right button. Hello. How's everyone doing? It's a glorious day. It's Friday, the 20th of, I was going to say March, the 20th of May in the year 2022. It is 11:30 a.m., which means it is time for our Midday Mindful Moment. I'm Reverend Jonathan Zenz. I'm the minister at Unity of Tucson, and this is the opportunity we take every single weekday to engage in some spiritual practice together. Why do we do this every weekday? Well, because what I have found is when I engage my spiritual practice on a consistent and regular basis, life just gets better all around. So let's make life better together. What do you say? Yes. So it is Friday. And so this is a pre-record. Actually, this whole week has been pre-recorded, essentially, because I've been on a bit of a staycation, took some time away from the office this week. It's been glorious, and I'm grateful to have the opportunity to do that. But because it's Friday, and I'm going to start doing this, I think, every Friday, we're going to make Friday our random reading day and see what comes up for us to be inspired by. Before we do that, though, I would love to have you post comments and let me know that you are here, even though this is not live and I can't read the comments in the moment. I do go back and read the comments when these are complete, and I'm grateful for everyone sharing their message and their energy and letting me know that they have joined. Also, I have this reminder to offer as I do. You are love. You are light. You are life. You are magnificent. Yeah, and I'm so grateful that you shine your light and share your magnificence. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. What do you say? All right, so Random Reading Friday. Today, the book that I got off my shelf is The Standard for Unity, Lessons in Truth by Emily Cady. Did some coursework on this earlier this year. If you've not read this book, it is the one I would say to look at. And one of the things she says right at the beginning of the book is read the book in its entirety, trying to withhold judgment and opinion about what you're reading and see what happens at the end. I think it's good advice for all of us all around to let go of our judgment and opinion until we've had the full experience of something, because sometimes we are so quick to judge, right? To jump to that conclusion. But all right, so literally going to be random. I'm going to go to that page. I don't know what page it is, but there it is. There's the page. 122. There's 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to go with this. Well, I have to go back a page because I was going to go to the top of the page, which is the middle of a sentence. So Paul, Paul from the Bible, Paul, who had learned this way of faith, this way of being, and still letting the I am work itself into his conscious mind as the fullness of all his needs, was neither afraid nor ashamed to say, "For this reason I bow my knees before the Father, from whom every family in heaven and on earth takes its name." That's where I'm going to stop. So Paul, of course, was before he had his conversion, he was Saul of Tarsus. That's a whole Sunday message I could get into to tell you about that. But Paul basically became the figure who brought Christianity itself to the masses, so that it became more than just a sect of the Jewish faith. It became essentially a full-on religion separate from Judaism in itself through primarily the works of Paul. And what this lesson is talking about that aspect of the infinite power and presence of the divine that is the core of our being. This section, the lessons section, is called The Secret Place of the Most High. So what we're talking about here when it says Paul, who had learned this way of faith, which is, and I'm going to talk to you about what this way of faith is. She says it a couple of paragraphs before that. When you have learned how to abandon yourself to infinite spirit and have seasons of doing this daily, you will be surprised at the marvelous change that will be wrought in you without any conscious effort of your own. Sounds like something we do here on the Midday Mindful Moment. We abandon ourselves to infinite spirit daily. When Paul learned this way of faith, this way of being, and letting the I am work itself into his conscious mind as the fullness of all his needs, the only reason we experience discord, this is my belief, and this is part of the teaching. So you get to decide what you believe. I try to always be very clear. The reason we experience discord in life can always be distilled down to feeling separate from the infinite. That sense of separation can make us feel like we are in this alone. And so discord begins to take root in the experiences. Essentially, it's forgetting who we are. It's forgetting who we are. And so this practice daily is allowing us to open up, to live the truth and remember who we are. So in doing this, he was neither afraid nor ashamed to say, "For this reason I bow my knees before the Father, from whom every family in heaven and on earth takes its name." So she's using antiquated language, clearly, right? When we talk about the Father, we're talking about the infinite spirit. And we can let go of the gender. We can talk about it as the parent identity that is beyond gender. So for this reason, I bow my knees. I allow myself to settle in, not supplicate, but to settle in, to be relaxed into the understanding and knowing that the magnificent spirit, which is all there is the truth of my being and every family in heaven. It says, every family in heaven is all things are this magnificent spirit. That's it. And the more we align ourselves outside of the mode or consideration of separation, the more we find healing in our lives. So that's our lesson in truth today in a random reading. I'm going to invite us all to relax right where we are, to concretize this and allow ourselves to move into that space and that place consciously, utilizing our share of this infinite mind to bring ourselves into a deepened awareness of our unity with the whole. I choose to close my eyes as it allows me to settle into that magnificent inner life awareness. And it is the inner life that is flowing forth to create the expression of the outer life. And in this inner life awareness, I am rooted in an assured knowledge of the one, the unified wholeness, the energy of all that is, God, the principle of creation, greatness on demand. It matters little what we call it. What matters for me is deepening into the feeling tone that it is all there is. There is nothing else, nothing separate from. There's nothing we are walking with or being rooted in. We are, each and every one of us, of God, for all things are of God. There is nothing separate. All that is God. All that is spirit. All that is consciousness flowing forth into form. And it is consistently letting itself be known. This magnificence is letting itself be known consistently through all creation, all that is. We are God. We are the power. We are the light. We are the life. We are the love of a magnificent, infinite creative source. I breathe into this understanding and I allow this to be the point of view from which all things unfold in life. And I trust we all do this in our own unique, individualized way. We are all allowing the free flow and form to follow consciousness. For form always is the function and flow of consciousness. So everything that we require, everything that we desire that is good and propelling and constructive, it is all available in the here and now, and I welcome its expression. I welcome the expression. I welcome the expression of love, of light, of life, of peace, of beauty, of power, of joy, of wisdom, of understanding. I welcome this and so many other aspects of that which makes up the divinity of all that is. With joyful gratitude in my heart and overflowing, I simply allow the pure, perfect unfoldment of this to be so, and I affirm it as so stepping out of the way of the free flow of God, love, light, life, spirit, power, energy as my life. I step out of the way and allow it to be, and affirm it by saying, and so it is. And so it is. Well, I am grateful to you for joining me here today. Always a pleasure to spend this time with you. Look forward to seeing you again next week. I will be back live. Well, not on Monday. Monday is our Monday memory. But I'll be back live on Tuesday is the plan, unless something shifts in my life. I make the plan, and I trust that I will be here live with you on Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. right here on Facebook or on YouTube, wherever you're watching from. I will be here. That's, yes. Do continue to comment. Do please also like, share, subscribe, follow, whatever suits you, to ensure that you don't miss a single one of these each day. When you subscribe or like or follow, you should get a notification if you've turned on notifications that I've gone live. And it's always lovely to share this time with you when I am live. And I'll be back live next week. Share the prayer as well. Share this video. Let's let people know the infinite power that is them. It is them. The infinite power that is them is the surefire way to eliminating discord. That's my belief. What's yours? All right. Peace and blessings to you, everyone. Look forward to seeing you next week. Be well. Namaste.